Sweet.
Joined by Michael Smith of the San Diego Legion. So first off, Mike, obviously congrats, another huge win for you guys. You just clinched first place in the Western Conference. How does that feel for you?
It's pretty good. I mean, that was our goal coming out here, and that was sort of the rationale behind the lineup that we had out there, and that first place spot means a lot for us and our process to build for that shield. But you know, we came out here today, we didn't put in the first 40 performance that we really wanted to, and it showed, like, absolutely. But to clinch that first, though, that's going to be huge for us going on to this next stage. And we're in the playoff hunt now, and we're in the hunt for the shield, so that means a lot for us.
Yeah, so you kind of mentioned a bit of a disappointing first half for you guys, but then you came out in the second half, scored 7 tries, and ultimately ran away with the game here. What kind of adjustments were you guys talking about in the locker room at halftime, and kind of came out guns blazing in the second half?
Yeah, just the comms from the coach. It was all mental. It was all mental, and it's just the attitude that we had going into the first half wasn't where it needed to be, and we would just come out there and, like, let's control what we can control and just be relentless as well. That was the main point for us on attack, on D, and in the set piece as well. Is just like switch that mindset and get back to playing the kind of rugby that we know how to play.
Yeah, and for yourself, a bit of unusual season, I guess. You spent the first half of the year in medical school. So first of all, how did school go? And secondly, how's it been kind of getting back into rugby and finding yourself obviously playing a key role on one of the top teams in the league this year?
Yeah, I mean, I'm so happy to be back, man. It's been great. I mean, having the conversation I had with you guys last year, you sort of knew my journey needing to defer school, and then school came calling, and it was scary going into it, not sure how the transition to school would be, but I really enjoyed it. I did well, and it's something that I find I really do enjoy, and you have to as well because you spend so much time hitting the books, and so you really need to love to do it, and I certainly love it. But then I got the call from San Diego, and they needed a domestic flanker, and I sort of wrote my last exam, got in the car with my missus, and we drove down right away, and then I was on the bench against Houston. And then coming into a team that was already like 8-1, I mean, you can't ask for more than that. But my goal, I just wanted to contribute to this team, like on and off the field, and hopefully thankfully actually, I've been able to do both. And so, yeah, I'm just really happy to be a part of this organization. And yeah, this was Cap 30 for me as well today, and that's a big milestone in our club. So yeah, I'm just happy to keep wearing Legion.
Perfect. And one last question for you. Obviously now you guys, as I said, clinched first place in the Western Conference, excuse me. You guys are going to be one of the favorites to win the Shield going forward. What do you think you got to do in the in the coming weeks here to make sure you guys make that happen?
We just need to stick to our process. I mean, it's gotten us here to be the best team in the comp, and we just can't take any teams lightly from here on out. We just need to keep, putting our foot on the throat and keep being relentless in our game, and it's just going to take us right through 80 plus until that final whistle goes, and that's the dream right now, but that's what's on all of our minds.
Perfect, Mike. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Hey, joined by Will Grant now. So Will, obviously a bit of a tough loss for you guys today. Just your thoughts on the game, and maybe a bit of the difference in the first and the second half today.
Very disappointed in that one, mate. We came out firing on all cylinders there in the first half, and throwing that absolute kitchen sink at every tackle, every opportunity we had. I really thought we were in it. Obviously that second half, San Diego came out and put us to the sword, and we were beaten by the better team on the day. Mate, it hurts. Week after week, finish games like this, go home and lick wounds, and we think every week's rock bottom, but we still rock up the trainer and to put on a performance, and yeah, mate, it's really hurts.
Yeah, obviously you guys are disappointed, but you did get to be part of something that was actually kind of cool for the club today. Yeah. All Canadians starting 15. It's like, what did it mean to be a part of that, and what's that moment for you like?
Pretty special, mate. I was pretty happy to be a part of that. Like, I'm Australian, but I've got roots here in Canada, and I've had all my family over here, supporting me. So it was very proud of that. A lot of the lads in our team, just couldn't believe the opportunity they had, to represent their towns, their communities where they're from, and yeah, it was just disappointing result.
And going into next week, you guys got still have a chance to end the season on a positive note. What do you guys you think you got to focus on in training this week to kind of make that happen?
Just, mate, same thing. Rock up, bring the energy. New week. finish on a high, don't throw the towel in. You know, it's never over until the fat lady's singing and I can't hear her, so, you know, we'll give next week a good red hot crack, man.
Perfect. Well, thank you for your time. Hey, joined by Mike Sheppard of the Toronto Arrows now, and Mike, I know maybe a bit of a disappointing result, but there was something really cool for the club today. All-Canadian starting 15 for the first time in Major League Rugby's history.
Yeah.
What is it, as obviously, you know, someone that's captained the Arrows, has played for Team Canada, what does that, you know, what does that moment mean to you to be part of something historic like that in Major League Rugby?
It's big. Like, you know, it means so much to the fans out here, like, and especially the young kids that want to play Canadian rugby one day. And that first half, like, we were up, we were winning. We had some really good play, some really good defense, and it's a good sign of the future to come. Just got to keep it up for a full 80. You know what I mean? But
yeah, and also I guess like another thing too, it's like you're kind of looking around post game here. And like, there's like a ton of kids like kicking rugby balls behind us. Lots of kids as well, like following you guys around, wearing Arrows gear. You're signing a lot of autographs and stuff. Seems like you're doing a lot more of that than maybe you were, like, you know, even like going back to like 2019 and stuff. What does it kind of mean to you to kind of like, you know, see the fan base and stuff growing, see how, you know, the Arrows are maybe like, you know, affecting like, you know, all these like young kids and stuff as that continues to grow through, seems to grow through every home game?
yeah, it means a lot to us. Right? We would have been doing 2019, but we were still growing back then, right? Like, from the start, we'll sign as many kids' balls as they want. They keep coming up more and more every year, so we kept more and more signatures. So it's just building and building and building. And it's great to see. And like, these kids are having a great time here, and their parents are enjoying it. They're always so appreciative and thankful for us. So it's awesome. Like, the kids are, how are we going to go with this game?
Perfect. And obviously, so you kind of mentioned a bit of the result today, mentioning that you know, you got to put together a full 80 minutes. You got one more shot to next week against NOLA, end the season on a positive note. What are you guys going to be looking to do during training this week to ensure that happens, and you know, and maybe end the season on a big high note?
Yeah, we'll do the same thing that we do. We're going to identify NOLA's games, like they're coming off a loss as well. We played them earlier in the season, and we didn't quite get the result we wanted, but we still were competitive in that game. So we're looking to have a good home field advantage, and honestly, like, play a full 80 like we played that first 40. That's what we want to do next week, and that's what we're going to do.
Perfect, Mike. Thank you for your time.